Hi, Tim Sales here with another episode of Straight Talk. We're in part 7 here. All right. So if you haven't been following, I did a video called Where the Network Marketing Gets Bad Reputation, and I was focused on the media and what they were doing. And I happen to mention in there that that competitors also do it, but they do it under another agenda. And that agenda is that they're trying to destabilize the network marketer, try to talk about it really bad, and so that they can pitch their stuff, okay? And so what I'm doing in Straight Talk is I'm basically exposing that. I'm going to make I'll take a comment, and then I will assimilate it and evaluate it in front of you, okay? So let's roll a clip, and I'm going to introduce you to Dan and Desmond.
A lot of experience in the whole home-based business network marketing industry. I have a lot of experience. Not only I've been involved with MLM for a short period of time in my career, but I've actually coached a lot of the top, I'm talking about 1% earners.
You ever wonder what he coaches? You know, like he was in it for a short period of time, he sponsors 4 people, but he's bragging that he's coaching. If I saw that, I would, I don't know, I don't know how much experience he really has.
In the MLM industry. So I know this industry inside and out from both sides, from both the business side, also the consumer, as well as the recruiter side. Yeah. So today we're gonna dispel some of the myth. Let me just say this, I hate pyramid scheme.
But Sifu, I mean, you know,
I hate this.
it feels pretty good.
I'm like
right?
the most anti-MLM guy you'll ever meet.
So why is he coaching? Okay, so that introduces you. But now what we want to do is that we want to roll the clip where he says something, and I'm going to have you listen to it, and then I'm going to take that particular topic.
And if you study the statistics, most people, they make little to no money. Only the people at the top make money.
Only the people at the top make money. Okay. All right.
They make the top because they get into the right time.
Because they got in the right time.
Maybe early, maybe they are opening a new territory, a new country, and they're early. That's who makes the most amount of money. People who've been around a long time and now you join now, there's no money in that. So,
okay. So that's a, let me just check something before I go on. Okay, so, okay. All right, so people at the top, those who get in early, those who open a new territory are the ones who make the money. All right, we're going to find out how much this guy knows. So, all right, let's start over with a corporation because it's a little bit easier to look at it that way. So a corporation starts because there's an idea person or buddies or, you know, girlfriends or something like that. It's an idea, right? And so then what they do is that they become the shareholders of the company and they start building, right? They start hustling, okay? So what are they on top of? Nothing. They started with an idea. Everybody does. And what are they on top of? Nothing, okay? And then eventually they're going to stop dreaming the business and because they're too busy like this, and so they have to step out a little bit and continue dreaming. And you dream about marketing plans, you dream about you know, like different products or something like that. And so that's what happens here, okay? And what you do is you replace yourself as a shareholder with a CEO, and you're going to give that CEO a compensation plan. And then sometimes in bigger corporations, you then get a president under the CEO. And that president gets a different compensation plan, normally less than the CEO. And then the middle managers to oversee the employees, and then the employees. Each one has a different compensation plan, all right? This is known in business as the cheapest labor you can get. Giving somebody a salary is the cheapest labor you can get. Why would I say that? Well, because if one of these people under an employment contract invent the next artificial intelligence that goes into the Tesla, well, guess what? That person has no rights to it, no claim to it whatsoever, because they did it while they were an employee. You get the idea. In other words, it's the cheapest labor. Let's say that you happen to be the person who worked at Procter & Gamble and you brought them all 7-Eleven stores, okay? And so you got a salary and they gave you an extra commission on top of it and they let you keep your job next year. But 7-Eleven has been with them, selling their products for a long, long, long time. If you had not been an employee, then you would have been getting rights to all of those commissions for life. That's why they call this the cheapest labor in the world, next to slave labor, is to be an employee, okay? All right, so what is the network marketing situation over here? Network marketing company starts, the network marketing company sits in that position. They create products and they open countries. They handle all the logistics of opening those countries and things like that, okay? And so then, instead of hiring employees, what they do is that they get a person to go out and sell. All right, they market the product. In addition to marketing the product, they also recruit other salespeople and they train them because they know what they're doing because they did it, okay? All right, so the difference is that these guys, compared to here, are going to give the upside potential to these people. All right, so you get a commission on what you built. That's what they're basically saying. All right, but the difference here is that each level earns the same compensation plan. Over here, each one of these has a separate compensation plan. Over here, it's based upon a resume. Over here, it's based upon pure production. You get this idea. That is fundamentally the only difference between these two entities. All right. So, let's say that this is you. You start off, you're on top. You're on top. He said the people who make the money are who get in at the top. What do you mean get in at the top? Inserted in? No, surely he didn't mean that. I mean, he's really knowledgeable in network marketing. No, every single person starts the exact same way. Everybody starts at the top of nothing. And then they build what's under them. Just like Bill Gates did. Just like every business owner in the world does. You start out with a blank slate. Other than the fact that the people who bring you in have knowledge willing to share. That's the fundamental difference. Okay, so you come in and you begin to build. Okay, so this just shows two people. You could keep on going this way or whatever. This is just a simple way for me to explain a simple concept. You get a finite number of levels, okay? Finite, not infinite, finite. And inside those levels, you create volume, sales, okay? And all of your people create volume and sales. And let's say that accumulated up to 50,000 in 1 month of sales. Or let's call it a year, 50,000 in sales. But you've got this person who came in at number 3 here, right there, and that person has a real go-get-it attitude. They start. Were they inserted? No, they start. They started after you, but they get after it. And they sponsor people, and they start doing a whole lot more and building more sales volume, more sales, and they do 500 million in sales. Even though that's in your organization, even though you got in earlier, they will make the most money. So, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay? He just plain, I got to call it for what it is, because everybody kind of says that thing. People who you got to get in early. No, that's not it. And the people at the top, are you kidding me? Right? I have people in my organization that make 4 times more money than me. I got in first, day 1. I bought a kit. I was 100% of sales. How much did I make? Not much. Okay? I'm at the top. I'm the first in. According to his idea, I should be rich. No. I'm rich because of what I built, and I built teams down below me. I don't tap into below a specific level. I gave 3 examples here, 3 levels of example, just because I didn't want to keep on going down past my board. But there's a cutoff, and I don't get anything below that. I get stability. I get, future because of all of that volume down there. But yeah, so that was those that get in early. It's ridiculous. Okay, so people at the top, get in early, new territory. All right, so the top of what is what you build. The top of what you build is what you get. All right, he's clueless about network marketing. Sorry, he just is. So that is a false claim. Get in early has an advantage, but it has a lot of disadvantages. Okay, so the 2 companies that I've been in, one of those I got in like the 5th or 6th year. Okay, and it was a whole lot easier. Okay, so he acts like you've got to get in at the very beginning, but on day 1, I'm 100% of sales. I bring in somebody and he buys a kit. Now he's 50% of sales and I'm 50% of sales. And what are we doing? Swapping nickels, right? So it takes a long time. You got to create everything. So I'd never start at the beginning again. All right. So I'm not going to call that a false claim, because there's some truth in it in terms of it having an advantage. And instead of being with an 80-year-old or 70-year-old company, there are some advantages. I can't disagree with that. But in terms of being at the top, no, doesn't give you any advantage whatsoever, because you're at the top of whatever you build, and there's a finite number of levels that you earn on. All right, so comment down below. Tell me what you think about this. Really tell me what you think. Did you have an aha? Is that the first time you've ever got that concept and really understood it into where that you can build whatever you want to build inside of your number of levels, and you can outproduce everybody in the company? All right, is that new? Or if it isn't that fascinating? Where can you do that in any other industry? Comment down below. I'll see you in the next video.